Is mankind your business? Much of the world's current events pertaining to a seeming crumble of civilization, the spread of one of the most historical health crises. Economies fluctuate. Human rights are violated left and right everywhere in the world. People are fighting against each other. With this overwhelming tidal wave of conflict and unrest, you might ask, how did it all come to this? Ironic, we didn't even know how. Or if we did, each of us made decisions, both conscious and unconscious, that contributed to the grand design of the world today. Yes, you. You are part of this as much as everyone else that shares this world that is living the life God gave. Together with the rest of the world, a world composed of lives intertwined by a thread that entangles us together. That ultimately, each and every decision we put out to the world, someone or even everyone will be affected, in good ways or bad. If you have this awareness, what would you do? What decision would you make starting today? Humanity's destiny lies in the hands of each and every human. So, is mankind your business? The things you do and the things you work for affects others. Like a network that connects one computer to another. A small ripple that reaches every corner of a body of water. The first domino that falls and topples everything else. It never is a matter of asking whether mankind is your business. Rather, a matter of what kind of business are you doing for mankind? Let's take a look at Charles Dickens' revolutionary Ebenezer Scrooge. In whatever adaptation, written, printed, animated or live action, the story tells one thing. Every decision he makes in his business ultimately affects other people. From the underpaid employee, Bob Cratchit, down to his son, Tiny Tim, Scrooge's treatment or lack thereof to the people around him, his indifference to other people's misery or even their bliss, and making every decision he makes about business and making money, regardless of who is affected by it. As his former business partner, Jacob Marley haunted him on Christmas Eve, reminding him that no matter how good of a businessman you are, if you don't make the welfare of other people, patron or not, your business, it won't matter, that the common good is the bigger picture of it all. As he was taken by a ghost that took him back to the past, where he saw every missed opportunity, and a ghost that took him to a terrible future as a consequence of his present decisions. Like another interpretation of hell of some sort, where in your missed opportunities for kindness, charity, generosity and hope was lost in your indifference. He saw every possible terrible thing that could happen not only to himself, but to the people that get affected by these decisions. So, he changed his ways. Not because he feared what haunted him from the past and the terrible future that might befall, but rather he saw that his actions, his decisions, personal and business, affect lives beyond his own. If we reflect on this and think about it, in the small instances of every day to the grander scheme of things, we do live in an ocean of connection. Your decision to help people in need in the smallest way you can is a ripple effect. Your kindness can save a life or inspire another to do better because you show them how without realizing it. Being there for people, even just listening to them, could mean a lot. It makes a friend's day a bit better. Even just telling people you love them is enough to give them something to feel good about. No matter how big or little decision you make, the action it requires, the effect that it causes people and things make the world go round. It adds to the grander scheme of the reality of the world. So go out there and do things for others. Choose your actions that benefit others. Start a business that helps people. Create content that inspires people. Change the world one little decision at a time. Change the world one little action at a time. Because you might have been born alone, but you will never live alone. To give you a little something to reflect on, here's a quote from one of the most underrated movies that talk about how our actions could ripple out across others' lives, including the many more lives we'll live. Our lives are not our own. From womb to tomb, we are bound to others, past and present. And by each crime and every kindness, we birth our future. What decisions would you make starting today? Humanity's destiny lies in the hands of each and every human. Starting today, let's make mankind our business. Do you have friends who are anxious in these uncertain times? Be an instrument of hope and share this video. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell to get a daily inspirational video from Bring Your Best, the channel that will inspire you to live the best life.